In today's video, it's time for the Hungarian Grand Prix. I've not been around this track in a career mode episode for about a few years now, so yeah. We don't need to look at the standings, straight to R&D. After what happened last time, we got a minor drag reduction upgrade available, but we are actually pretty good on aero. But I do think that we do need some drag reduction, potentially that major one. We've got minor DRS available as well now, but Sashi is a real problem. We do need an upgrade. There's sort of a gap forming between Haas and Williams on the little graph there. Major weight redistribution or major weight reduction upgrade. I kind of think leaning towards the major weight reduction upgrade as well. Engine, we've got our new major engine unit that's going to come in hopefully in time. Also got ERS, so there's not, apart from fuel efficiency, which you don't need as well. Also got tyre wear. We do need tyre wear at some point. We don't need to bother with durability. So I think definitely, with the engine sort of taken care of, it's time to buy some Sashi upgrades. Hopefully TSUNODA will buy one of the others. And as I said, I've leaned towards major weight reduction. It's going to unlock quite a few things as well on the Sashi side. We do need it to try and bridge that gap up to Haas as well. But yeah, Yuki has instead decided to purchase that minor DRS upgrade. So we'll see what happens. Williams with a huge upgrade. Ferrari still not bringing an upgrade. They haven't brought an upgrade since Spain, and we're now at Hungary. As well, a slight upgrade from McLaren, but Ferrari actually fallen behind Aston Martin. We're ahead just of Slauber, and then we've got Alpine and Haas as well. So yes, it is very tight down there at the bottom. So a lot of work needs to be done on, again, improving the car. Still more upgrades definitely required in the latter half of the season. We enter the second half of the season. We move to qualifying then for Hungary. Now I've got to be honest, I didn't know what to expect, but our car is not great. I do think that part of this is possibly due to the fact we've not been around this circuit since 1983, but also the fact that what it is RB, AlphaTauri, Toro Rosso, whatever we're calling this week. This car is just not very good. It's draggy. It's nothing like what it is in real life. Again, obviously, we're looking at them quite a long time ago since we've had a performance patch. They've changed the performance ratings on the game. So just bear that in mind. We're not looking at some of the recent performances where TSUNODA's been there in the top 10, Lawson being able to get some points as well. Anyway, I've missed out this lap altogether. To be honest, it's a mid-lap, lost a bit of time there. We were 2 and a bit tenths up and lost a bit of time in that right-hander corner there as we move into the final sector. The first sector is where I'm good at. The other 2 sectors are dreadful at this circuit. That sums up most circuits for me. 2.5 tenths up though, going through the final sector. TSUNODA is only 16th. Where will I be? Of course, the usual qualifying position of P19. Yep, back at the back again. Look at that, very close to the top at the front as well. 0.15 of a second separating the top 3 there. McLaren having a better showing there. So I'll see what we'll do. Time for the race.
Button, Hill, Alonso and Kovalainen, the names of the drivers who had their breakthrough in Budapest, winning their first Grand Prix right here. We're about 12 miles northeast of the bustling Hungarian capital of Budapest. We have 14 corners that comprise the Hungaroring, and they are all steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking has always been tough around here. It's a technical 2.7 mile track. The last few years in particular have been dramatic. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Norris, Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Perez, Albon, Sainz, Teo Porcher, Stroll, Bottas, Ocon, TSUNODA, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Gasly, Phoenix, and Zhou Guanyu. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. It is going to be some race today. I'm Alex Jakes. Joining me is Naomi Schiff. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Okay, let's try not to worry about being down here at the back. You've got the speed, you've got the car, so just take it easy and the race will come to you.
You forgetting that we're at Hungary and there's literally no chance of overtaking. I did think about doing something a little bit different, medium soft being the way forward clearly. 5 red lights then for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and away we go. It's an okay start. Yeah, not the best there. Trying Gasly, I don't know what he's doing on the inside. I'm going to go choose the outside line here. See what we can do. There's a front wing that M plate has gone flying there. Yuki! What are you doing? What on earth is TSUNODA thinking of doing there? I'm going around the outside. It's 4 wide at that point, and then he just opens the steering like I'm not there. Yeah, I mean, my current rules means that he doesn't have to leave me space. I'm going to send it down the inside. It's actually a double dipole, but I didn't actually realise that at the time because TSUNODA's too busy fighting with Ocon. He's going to lose out to Ocon as well. Up the inside at turn 4, Stroll had to make that move there, and it did. Next up will be Bottas. Can I get him as well? We want to get in front of that Slauber car. Down the inside, Bottas eventually gives me space up to P12. It's a good start there. Here's a replay then, as well of the move on Bottas as well. And you know, this is a textbook move if the other driver is, you know, it's possible if the other driver complies. Up at the front, Charles Leclerc leads the way then, as George Russell lost the lead at the start from as well. Oscar Piastri P4 as well, because of course his teammate had a penalty which he promoted to P8 as well. As I'm going to look around the outside. Thought about the inside, but Porsche closed the door. Now it's a drag race between, of course, what was my car last season in season 1. Much better car than this AlphaTauri, but I've got in front Porsche up to P12 as well. This was an absolute nice move, you know, all made up by going around, trying to go around the outside of them, and then just able to squeeze them out, open the steering at turn 4 as well, making sure we don't make any contact, unlike TSUNODA. And Sainz goes defensive, and I give him room at turn 1. Didn't need to do. His end plate's still there. Hopefully nobody smashes into it like Bottas did in that wing mirror yesterday as well. Meanwhile, up at the front, that is George Russell. He's got DRS on Leclerc and retakes the lead down at the Hungarian Grand Prix from the Ferrari driver as well. Up the road, we've got Hamilton and Perez battling away. Perez, despite the pace he showed in qualifying, not able to get away and is squabbling with Hamilton. Hamilton's coming under threat from Alex Albon. We don't need any more points for that Williams to cut team to get. I mean, yeah, look at my rear tyres. With the rear left there already at the 25%, the first hurdle of tyre wear, and oh my goodness, that was a save, and that snap of oversteer just made my mind up. And changing this up, there's no way I don't think we can use soft tyres here, which means I'm going to have to use the miserable hard tyre, which, to be honest, I don't have great pace on as well, but you know, we're forced onto that. I do think, yeah, this is definitely make me think we need a tyre wear upgrade, but obviously it's, you know, it's priorities. You know, there's no point having good tyre wear if the car doesn't have enough pace as well. So, you know, I was trying to find that fine balance in the upgrade part. I thought I was coming in early. Actually, that came in the same lap as Yuki TSUNODA. Lap later, Sainz has come out. Because he's got no front wing end plate, and they haven't replaced it because, you know, it's the F1 and they don't do front wings unless they've lost it. Ocon has jumped in the pit stops, and that is Kevin Magnussen now going to go past Sainz as well round the outside at turn 1, and Magnussen is through. Up at the front then, the man who's taken the lead of the race is Lando Norris in the Red Bull already has one Grand Prix win. This would be crucial for his chance if he wants to have a late charge at the championship, because of course his teammate has been dominating. This is how he managed to do it. Got DRS on Leclerc. He jumped Russell in the pit stops, by the way, and got in front then of Leclerc. Going side by side down to turn 4. But a lovely little move for Lando around the outside there, and he's now up into the lead of the Grand Prix as well. Perez and Hamilton still 7th and 8th as well, as that is Ocon. He's now got DRS. The Alpine has got, I've noticed, you know, despite their concerns in real life, in this career mode of ours, they've got very good straight line speed. So that's their upgrade path. You know, obviously focused on making the car very good in a straight line, and obviously focused on engine upgrades as well. And we're looking at Carlos Sainz. He's now behind one of the Slaubers as well. That isn't good. Yes, he should have pitted. You know, he's losing a hell of a lot of time as well. As we're watching Magnussen and Stroll, I've been driving so slowly on the hards that Stroll and Magnussen have caught me up. And Stroll is actually going to get in front of Magnussen here on the run up to turn 4 there. And that is Stroll's teammate Fernando Alonso, which, you know, it gives me a free position, but it's actually worse because it gives Albon 2 more points over me. You know, whether we were losing 1 point to Albon, we're now losing 2 points for Albon. It's imperative that I keep Ocon and Stroll and Magnussen behind. Although Magnussen looks like he's dropping back. Ocon there, trying to go around the outside again, not able to do that. As well, got to watch out for Stroll. Although he doesn't seem, the Aston Martin doesn't seem to have very good straight line speed compared to the Alpine. I'm still able to keep this going in a straight line. P9, look at the gap. The gaps are absolutely ridiculous. That is just showing the poor pace that I've had today. You know, the pace was not there in this car today. The fact that I got P9 just shows that, you know, if this was another track where there's a load of overtaking, if this was the next Grand Prix at Belgium, I think we'd have been last, personally speaking, because the pace was just not there. 18.1, and you know, obviously everyone else, Stroll 17.5. That, you know, that's just a comparison. Yes, the Aston is a lot faster car. You know, Bottas 18.2, Sainz stuck behind everyone there in the end. Verstappen did get fastest lap 17.0, so to be a second up the fastest lap as well. TSUNODA, similar fastest lap, and you know, he was in a bit of free air as well because there was a bit of a break in the group as well. So there was a chance for him to set his fastest lap. So I think a lot of it is on the car. We do need big improvements. Albon now 2 points in front of me in the championship, which, to be honest, Drivers' Championship, we're only on for P10. Sainz is not having a great season as well. He's only P9. Verstappen is at least been cut to 40 points, but he's still way out, too far out in front, really, for anybody to really be able to catch him. Norris has just extended his lead over Leclerc for second place. Red Bull far out in front. 3 points now between ourselves and Williams, because of course Pourchaire scored his one and only point back at Australia. So yes, it's very disappointing. You know, this is not the result we needed. I have now started 25 grace starts, so that's 3,000 experience as well. Which I had a look, I've got more experience than Piastri, which I don't understand how that is possible as well. But we now have a rivalry with Alex Albon and to try and get more points. Him at 36 points, so there's going to be a little bit of a battle between myself and the Williams, my old teammate. Bit of experience, racecraft up again, awareness up a little bit, pace not so much, which is limiting the rating there. Yeah, obviously 1.1 seconds isn't great. Great pace there today. Recognition, we're closing in on that. Third R&D secret upgrade as well. We don't really need to worry about simultaneous upgrades. We got 3 already. That's probably enough anyway with the amount of points that they're hosting. Strategy is pretty much okay. Most of them trying to get them up to level 3 so we can maximise their effects as well. We've also got a secret meeting to go to as well. Although I will spoil it to you all now, it's not McLaren. I'll reveal which team it was at the start of the next episode next week in Belgium. Yes, P9 it's back in the points after a disappointing home race, but you know, it's the best. But realistically, if I'm going to catch Albon, I'm going to need to score more points than that. The next 2 rounds, Belgium and Italy, are better tracks for me. However, with the straight line limited capabilities of his car, I am worried that I'm not going to be able to get the max performance out of the car and get some decent points. That will be the target. Hopefully we can, but I mean, you know, those 2 races I'm targeting points finishes at least P8 as a minimum. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yes, that is where I'm going to leave it today's video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and new to the channel. See plenty more F124 driver camera videos as when they come out. Until next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care, enjoy your day, and goodbye.